5 things your body is doing right now that signal high blood pressure, not stress. You wake up with that dull pressure at the back of your head again, and for a second, you just lie there wondering if it is a real symptom or just one of those things your body does before the day gets going. It is not a sharp pain, not a migraine, not a dramatic warning. Just that heavy, low pressure sitting near the base of your skull. And because it starts fading by mid-morning, you blame the pillow, the sleep, or the stress. The clue gets lost before you ever think to check the number that could actually explain it. None of these moments feel serious enough to stop your day. That is exactly why they get missed. They are not proof of high blood pressure by themselves, but they are early signals that should make you stop guessing and check your blood pressure. Because most people are explaining them away with the wrong cause every single day. Blood pressure can sit at dangerous levels for years without one dramatic symptom. These 5 subtle signs are often what the body sends first, and most people are explaining them away with the wrong cause every single day. Sign 1. The morning headache at the back of the head. This is the headache already waiting when you open your eyes. It feels dull, heavy, and tight, almost like pressure sitting low at the back of your skull. Most people blame the pillow, the mattress, the neck, or yesterday's stress. And that sounds believable because the pain fades once the day starts moving. But blood pressure naturally rises in the morning as the body switches on for the day. If your pressure is already running high, that morning rise can be the first time you feel it. A repeating morning headache should not be brushed off as just bad sleep. It belongs on the blood pressure checklist. Sign 2. The blurry second when you stand up. You get out of bed or rise from a chair, and for a moment the room feels off. Your vision blurs, your balance shifts, and then it passes so quickly that you keep moving. The easy explanation is dehydration, low sugar, or I stood up too fast. Those guesses make the moment feel harmless, but your eyes and brain depend on steady blood flow through small vessels. And high blood pressure puts strain on that system over time. So when this keeps happening, do not just pick the easiest excuse. Check whether your blood pressure is part of the story. Sign 3. Tiredness sleep does not fix. This is the kind of tiredness people keep talking themselves out of because it never feels dramatic enough to count as a real problem. You slept 7 or 8 hours, but you still wake up heavy. Your body feels slow. Your brain feels foggy, and by afternoon, coffee stops being optional. Most people blame work, stress, hormones, age, or a rough week. Those things can drain you, but high blood pressure makes the heart push against more resistance all day. That extra workload does not always feel like pain. Sometimes it feels like your battery never fully charges. If that description fits your last month, blood pressure deserves to be on the list of things you check, not just stress or sleep. Sign 4. Facial flushing or warmth without a clear cause. Your face suddenly feels warm or flushed, and you cannot explain why. You were not exercising. You were not in a hot room. You were just sitting there. Because it comes and goes, it is easy to dismiss it as embarrassment, hormones, caffeine, or just a random body thing. On its own, flushing is not enough to prove anything, but when it keeps showing up with headaches, fatigue, blurry moments, or nighttime bathroom trips, it should not be waved away as harmless background noise. It deserves a reading. Sign 5. Waking at night to urinate more than once. This is not about one bathroom trip after drinking water late. This is waking once, then again, then starting the day tired because your sleep kept breaking. Most people call it age, a weak bladder, or too much water before bed because that explanation feels ordinary. But blood pressure and kidneys are closely connected. At night, pressure is supposed to dip so the body can recover. When that pattern is disrupted, the kidneys can stay active while you are supposed to be resting. So when nighttime trips become a pattern, do not blame the bladder and move on. Get a reading. Here is the pattern most people miss. They only take blood pressure seriously when something dramatic happens, like chest pain, severe dizziness, or a pharmacy reading that suddenly looks scary. But the early signs look like ordinary life. a headache that fades, a blurry second, a tired morning, a flushed face, another bathroom trip at night. That is why blood pressure stays hidden for years. The body was not being subtle, the explanations were just wrong. High blood pressure damage builds slowly before anyone sees a crisis. It strains artery walls, pushes the heart harder, and keeps the kidneys working inside a tighter system. Over time, that pressure can weaken the kidney's ability to filter blood properly, even before a person feels anything unusual. By the time one clinic reading looks alarming, that pressure has often been building for years. This is not a future risk, it's a present one. First, check today, not later. Use a proper cuff at home, not a pharmacy machine with someone watching. Sit quietly for 5 minutes first and take the reading twice. The average of those two is the number that matters. Do not rely on how you feel, because high blood pressure does not need to feel loud to be serious. Second, track the pattern. One reading tells you one moment, but several readings over a few days show the truth. Take it morning and evening, using the same arm, same position, and same calm setup. Write it down, because a pattern tells you more than one random number. So tomorrow morning, if that dull pressure shows up again at the back of your head, do not just rub your neck and move on. See it differently. A symptom can be minor and still be important. And if these signs appeared or got worse around the time your hormones started shifting, there is a specific biological reason for that connection. Most blood pressure appointments never explain it. The next video does, and if you are in your 40s or early 50s, it changes how you understand every reading you have ever had.